I think that everyone knows me, but just in case, I am Caitlin Harder. I am a full-time employee here at the Fulcrum Group. I am the operations assistant here, and I love Microsoft Office. So Microsoft Office has a lot of tools that can help us be efficient, track, collaborate, all of that stuff. So I'm super excited to talk to you guys today about Microsoft Planner. So Microsoft Planner has a lot of features that you guys can use to help implement project management and all of that stuff within Teams. And I'm going to kind of show you what Microsoft Planner does, all of the features that it has, and how you can implement it, how it integrates with Teams. So we're going to go over kind of settings, we're going to go over features, and we're going to go over the integration. So you can customize your filtering, notifications, backgrounds, privacy, sharing, and we're going to kind of go over those, as well as all of these features. So Microsoft Planner has a lot of features for you to use. Assignment management, assignment tracking, charting, collaborating, commenting conversations, just basically a whole planner hub for project management, task management, day-to-day things, to-do lists, everything. If you guys have been here before, you guys know that I love lists. I love to keep track of everything that I do, and it also helps me not forget about things. So we're going to kind of go over all of the management tools, labeling, everything for Microsoft Planner today, as well as the integration with Teams. So Teams is fairly recent. I know a lot of, with this last year, we all kind of migrated to Teams. It's awesome to collaborate, chat, and just work through everything as in one place. So we're going to kind of go over how Planner looks within Teams and setting everything up. I'm going to go ahead and bring over my web browser. So you can go to Planner through your web browser, so your online office, as well as Teams. And as kind of a tip, I would probably start within Teams to create any plan, but I want to kind of show you how to get to your team or to your planner from the web browser. And it's okay if you start with your web browser first. It'll just probably save you a step if you work within Teams. There we go. So if you guys go to your Office, Microsoft Office Home, which will kind of look like this, you'll have your planner right here. It's an application to the side, and it'll take you directly to your planner hub. So your planner hub is kind of an overview of everything, like all of your plans that you have, and kind of a summary of everything you have going on. Below that, you have my tasks. So these are all the tasks that I have currently on my plate that I have yet to start. I am integrating some of my stuff or migrating some of my stuff over from another tool that I've used in the past. If you guys have used Monday or Asana or Trello, a lot of what we're going to go over in Planner is similar to those platforms. So this is a tool for just doing your tasks. You can have your not started, in progress, and completed tasks. Below here, you have all of my recent plans that I've been working in. So I've kind of categorized it to each department that I'm in, or each major thing that I'm involved in. So I'm starting with the company culture committee. So anything that I have going on in there, I can click over, do our themes, activities, committee meetings. I'm also in accounting, so I have all of this information. If you want to start a plan, you can press new plan. You can plan it, do a name. I'm going to do test for right now. And then here is your privacy settings. You can do public, or you can do private, or you can add to an existing Microsoft 365 group that you already have going on. You can do other options, and it can describe the group for you. So what you want this plan to kind of be about. I'm going to go ahead and do public. I'm going to create my plan. When my plan pops up, you can see that it already has a to-do bucket for me. So a new bucket, a bucket is kind of a column, if you will, that you can add a name to. Test extras. And you can just continue to add new buckets. You can do, even like you saw previously, starting. You can have in progress and completed. When you add a task, you can enter a name, you can set a due date, and you can assign it. You can assign it to anyone that is within your group that you have for this plan. I'm going to set today. It's going to be for me, and then I can enter a task name, test. I can also edit the task. So I can open up, I double clicked it, and then it gives me a lot of more options. So my title is already there, who have I assigned it to, and if I want to create a label for it. So there are certain labels that you can do within your plan, and everything can be color coordinated, which I also enjoy. But you can do progress, is it already in progress, completed, and then your urgency. So you can do low priority, important, and urgent. You can do a start time and a due date. And you can put any type of notes in there for the description. What I've also started to do with my tasks is any type of anything that I do always comes with an SOP. So what I've started to do is kind of put my SOP on my task list. So I know I'm not missing any items on that SOP. So my checklist is going to consist of every little step I have to take to complete that task on hand. You can add as many steps as you like, add attachments. So you can add a file, you can add a link, and you can add SharePoint. So a file, you can put an image on there. Link, you can put anything to a website, anything like that. And then you can comment. What I like about the comments is anyone who is assigned to this, so whether it's me, Adrian, my counterpart, or maybe Mike, who is on this call with us, we can collaborate together. And so we can go back and forth between this task, commenting, making suggestions, or any type of feedback that we need that will help us complete the task. This is great for project management, kind of know where you're at. I can also move my task and I can copy it. So I'm all about efficiency. If I can make a task that's pretty generic, anything that I know that I do repetitively, I can have a template column or a template bucket, and I can kind of create my task how I want it and how I need it. And I can always copy the task. I can copy it and copy it for future. So I can copy this task and make any adjustments, whether it's for a specific client or a specific coworker that I need to do on a regular basis. I can go ahead and copy the task, input the next due date, and just have all of my checklist already there. If I were to have a checklist, let's see, test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4. So you can see here, it gave you an option to show on the card. So as you can kind of view over to the left, this is the card. So you can see all of my checklists here. So I can show it on the card, or I don't have to show it on the card. I like to show it on the card so I can just quickly check it off instead of having to click into the task. I also like it here, so if I'm collaborating on a certain task with a coworker, they can see where my where I'm at, where my progress is, and then they can take it on whenever they come into play. Go ahead and do that. Now, if this is like a start, not started, in progress, and completed, I can always move my tasks. So I can move my tasks within my buckets. If I had more tasks, I could actually sort it if I wanted to. That's kind of what buckets and tasks look like. Again, I really like the checklists. It takes a little bit of time to get everything organized, but in the long run, to me, it's just so much more efficient of being able to have my templates to copy over for any type of task I have. Next, I would love to show you, so this is the board. The next thing I would love to show you is the charts. So the chart really shows you the members of your group, how many tasks they've completed, not started. Everything is color coordinated for you. You have a graph, the type of urgency. So if there's tasks that come in that are urgent, like RMAs are urgent for me, it's going to be in my urgent column. So you can kind of see, and your members can kind of see where everything's at. Also on the side, you can kind of see that it has the board just elongated for you with like all of my buckets and tasks. And I can also add tasks if I'd like. Not only that, but you can see it in a calendar. So you can see all of my tasks in a calendar. Let me show you. I think it is my accounting or my strategic planning. So there is, when you have a lot of tasks, it will actually show you where there is a, let's look. So if you have multiple tasks, it'll show you like +5 more tasks, and you can click on it and it'll show you. You can also add tasks through here. So if you want to enter a new task and add it, and then you can assign everything like that, it's ready for you. So you can kind of do it weekly, you can do it monthly, just at a glance, and then all of that. Here you can add members, filtering, you can filter by keyword, what's unassigned, who is assigned to it specifically, any of them that are late, any that are due today, all of that. So you can kind of filter all of your information how you would like it, and you can kind of see where you're at. There is group bucket settings in the right hand corner. You'll click on here and you can do notifications for Planner. I like it if someone assigns me something, it's going to send me an email, it can do Teams, and it also can do mobile. What I love about Planner is not only is it web, you can do it on the web, Teams, but you can also have a mobile application for it. So if you have iPhone, iOS, or Android, you can go to your apps store and you can just put in Microsoft Planner. It's easier if it's Microsoft Planner instead of just Planner, because it'll kind of show you all different types of planners that you have available to you. But Microsoft Planner, if you press that, search for it, it'll show up, and you can also add that to your phone. So it's quick and easy. You can always have your planner at your side. So I'm going to go back to my Planner Hub. And that's kind of an overview over the web application, notifications, and stuff like that. Again, I have all of these scheduled up here. You can look at conversations, members, files, notebook, sites. You can add it to your favorites. So I can add it to my favorites and I'll go up here. So instead of just recently viewed, it's always going to be in my favorites. Remove copied plan. I'll go over copying your plan here in a bit after I've reviewed Teams with you and the integration, but you can also export the plan to Excel. So if you want a specific plan, you can export it and it'll go into an Excel spreadsheet for you and you can send it off. You can copy the plan link. So also if you are in Teams and you're communicating with someone and you have a plan that you want them to review, you can send them a copy of the link and it'll take them directly to your plan. I really like that a lot. Plan settings. So over in your plan settings, you can have general, group, and notifications too here. So general, what I love about the website is that you can do a specific background for each plan. So you can kind of make it fun and funky. I like that. The group, you can change your privacy settings through here, your description and group name and notifications, just like we reviewed over in the settings bar up here. You can change your planning settings for Microsoft training. So for here is my Microsoft training. If I wanted to send an email to the whole group, I can, or just when someone assigns me stuff. So that is the website browser. Does anyone have any questions in regards to Planner on the web page? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go over the Teams channel next. I'm really excited for this, and I'll show you here in a second. Let's see. So I've kind of set up, again, when you do Planner through Teams, I do want to let you know that when you do set up a plan within Teams, you'll want to create a team or anything like that. If you already have your team set up, you can go to any specific team and you can add a tab here or add a tab here. And inside Teams, it's not going to be called Planner. It's going to be Tasks for Planner. So I do want to make you guys aware of that. The name is going to look a little different. You can use existing plans from different teams. So if you created the plan already through your web browser and it doesn't show up, do not worry. I will show you how you can integrate it into where it shows you the existing plans. Because when I first started to migrate everything over, just full honesty, I freaked out a little bit because I was like, where are all my plans? But I do know a solution for you in case you come up with that. But if you have existing plans you can use, I'm going to use strategic planning just because it's there, or you can create a new one. So I'm going to save this. And it is going to post to my channel because I want everyone involved in my team to know that I posted this in our channel. And like you see right up here, it already shows you my tasks, my planner. Again, within here, you can add a task, you can create, and it's going to integrate and move over to your planner. So any type of task that you have here that you have linked to it, or any plan that you've linked to this team, you can make any adjustments here and it'll go over to the one on the web. Again, you can go over here, add any tasks, add new buckets, you can filter it. So anything that is due today, nothing's due today on this board. You can do future, priority, any labels. So if you have a specific label that you want to put, anything that you have added with a specific label, it'll show up for you. Group by bucket, so you could do assign to. So this is my board. You can go to lists. So what I also like about this is you can see everything all in one place. And then you can go to charts. So just like on the web, you have your status on everything. It'll show you basically what your planner hub had. And then also your schedule. So you can go over here, look at your schedule, and add your tasks over there as well if you want to add any of those. You can chat. You can chat. This is within my channel, and I can chat in my channel. It also is showing everyone. This is what posted to my channel as soon as I added this planner in. So after you have all of your teams created, so all of your groups, which I'll kind of show you. If you haven't done this before, no worries. You can either create from something that you already have or create a new one. I'm going to do from scratch. It's going to be public, test, test for training. create. Nice job. Love it. Love all the positivity. And then you can add anyone that you would like into your membership. I'm going to do Jenny, Adrian. I'm going to add them in. They are a member. I can also toggle and make them an owner, but I'm going to have them a member, so I'm going to kind of take control over this team. And there we have it. We've been added into here. I can add my planner, tasks by planner. I can use my existing plans. I can create a new task, test. I'm going to post it into my thread that I went ahead and started planning, and then it'll start me up with a whole new plan that we all can kind of work off of. Again, I can assign it to whoever. It's going to go to Adrian. We're going to have a debt state today. The quotes, why not? Again, just like the web, you can go in here and make any adjustments, do your checklists, add attachments, and you guys can collaborate on this as well. So that is Teams and Planner integration. What I do want to show you as well is over here, you can see that I have it on my ribbon, my taskbar. I've pinned it. I can unpin it, but I want it on here because I'm going to go here regularly. And it'll show up all of my planners that I have, all of my tasks within all of my planners, and we just go from there. You can do that by looking at the ... find an app. Apps can pop up too here, and then you can also look through their tasks by planner and to do. Once you actually have it and it's up on your taskbar, you're going to right click it and you're going to pin it. That way it stays there. And just like any other, you can organize it. I want this to be at the top, right under my activity. That way, when I first get in, that's the first thing that I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at my notifications and I'm going to look at my tasks that I have for that day. But yes, again, if you go to tasks by planner, put that on your toolbar, pin it. You are in all of your planners that you have. You have access to it and it's all in one place here. That way, if you don't want to go from planner to planner, that's okay. It's going to be right here for you. So you can just start chugging away at tasks, or your team members can. Awesome. Now, what I was talking to you about earlier with if a plan doesn't show up in your Teams and you've already created it on your web browser, again, I would suggest creating it on your Teams. But just in case you really love the web browser first and you're going to go through your web browser and you're going to create all of your plans, don't worry. I'll show you here in a second how you can copy that plan over. So as you see over here, I have all of my plans. Let's do my spot. No. Operations. So I'm going to go to my operations. I'm going to go over here and just like I showed you earlier with all of the stuff that you can do with it, I can copy my plan. And so once I copy my plan, I can select any group. So every group that I am in on Teams is going to show up here. And I get to pick whichever one I want it to show up in. So if I want it to show up on onboarding or company, my to-dos, personal to-dos, anything like that, I'm going to pick a team. I'm going to click on it. Let's do operations. And then I'm going to copy my plan. It's going to take a few minutes for it to copy over, but it will. And then I'll kind of show you then where it's at. So it's copying my plan right now. It's going to take a little bit, take a little minute. And I'm going to go to my teams. I'm going to go to my operations. Let's see, did it copy over? I'm going to add, let's see, task. You can do as many plans as you like. I'm going to use, let's see, not yet. Okay, it's still taking a minute because I had a lot of information in that one, I think. Copy. Perfect. Copy is now generated. Okay. Oh, I think it's in the, which one? Onboarding operations. Here, hold on one second. Planner. Let me actually, operations, copy plan. Where'd that little baby go? Okay, there it is. Let's see. I'm gonna click planner, copy it over. Copy and plan, your new copy will appear in recent. Perfect. So this plan has been copied successfully. I'm gonna go back over here. Go to my planner, operations. This sweet little nugget in. See, it should show up. Awesome. Now it shows up. It's copy of operations. So in that case, when you are in your web browser and you're trying to copy over the plan, you're going to want to copy it to the main team. So I did operations and then I did planner. The one that worked for me was clicking on the planner one. So it let it open up for any of the ones that are under the planner, if that makes sense. Sorry. So I'm going to press the tab button, add existing, copy over, and here it goes. I can save it, and here is my information up here, and it'll go directly to your planner. Awesome. Are there any questions?
Hey, Caitlin, this might be kind of a just generic question.
You're good, yeah.
Let's say somebody sends you a task and it actually doesn't belong to you. Is there a way to quickly reassign it or reject it?
Yes.
Or...
So if it comes to you, you can actually reassign it to whoever. So let me look. I'll just go to my board here. So I'm going to put Caitlin. If actually, which was the one that I had? I'll pull up my teams since we're doing teams. My test. Let me go here. So when he gets a notification and he's like, no, actually, this code is not going to go to me. It's going to go, I'm going to reassign it to Caitlin and I'm going to exit myself out. Or if I want to know the notifications, I'm going to keep myself on there. So say that you're managing a project and you kind of want to know all the status and notifications on when things are completed. You can always assign it to yourself as well. And add whoever. If it's like a group effort, you guys can add it or exit, anything like that. Did that answer your question?
It did. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Are there any other questions? I love implementing it. Of course, if you guys already have your teams created, it's super easy just to go in and create within your team, just going in and creating a new one. And again, if you create it on the web, you can just copy your plan over. It does create a copy. And if you don't want other, say, because I have two tests right here, and then I have operations, copy of operations. I can always go to my planner hub right here. And what I can do, I can also see all of the ones that I'm involved in, but most recent ones that I kind of want up there, but I don't want, I can remove from my recent. So if I don't want this one, I can remove it from my recent, but I want all of these up there. Maybe not that one or that one. But all of your recent, you can kind of edit that as well. And here you can also start to make it your favorites. And then when you favorite it, it looks, oh, look. It's also creating little dashboards and charts for you. but I love kind of seeing where I'm at on everything. So I think it's a great way to kind of project management, collaborate. And again, I really love the fact that tasks, any task that you have, you can attach any type of file. So right here, I attached a picture and it'll show up. You can also in here, if you don't want the attachment to show, you can say show off card or show on card. You can edit, remove it, all of that stuff. So I really love that you can be as detailed as possible and collaborate with your team member. And I love the fact that you can put links in there. So anything that's like resource oriented or you want someone to kind of take a look at, you can always press a link there. You know, you're sharing something within Teams, you can always link it here, which I really like. And then when you complete a task, it'll fall off and it'll show you're completed. You can either hide it or show it if you want. And then also if you accidentally complete something, you can always uncheck it and it'll bring it back for you. Awesome. In that case, I also put some resources up for you guys for more training. So there's a couple of training videos that I've linked for you guys for Microsoft themselves. I love the planner in Microsoft Teams because it also it gives you a list of little snippets of videos that you guys can go back and watch, and it's very task specific. So if you want help with how do I start project management, it'll help you figure that out. Getting started, implementing it, everything. So there's a few little snippets in there, and I'll also copy these over so you guys don't have to write it down. I'm going to copy these over into our chat. That way you guys have availability to this to go check them out. If you want to learn more, I'm all about giving you guys extra resources. So that will be available to you, and I'll do that right after at the end of the presentation. And then what is next? So I love feedback from you guys. I want to make this time very valuable for you, and I want to gear it towards you guys. So whatever you guys need, I really, really want to focus on. So I'm going to put in our chat, I'm going to put a little form where you guys can vote on what you want to do next. And if the topic is not there, don't worry. You can go ahead and you can actually, let me see. You can, if your topic isn't there, you can go ahead and chat it to me if you'd like, and I can put it in next time's pool or whatever. That way you guys have what you guys want. What's next? Here we go. Let me copy the link over. And I know last time we were having issues with our survey for forms, it was a settings issue. So if you guys continue to have issues with it, please feel free to reach out to me and I'll fix it. But this form, it will allow you to choose what you would like to do. I have 4 Word, PowerPoint lists, and a quick refresher over Teams just in general. So this definitely, and again, if there is a topic that is not there, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here for you. So I'm here as a resource. Please feel free and don't be frightened. And I'll also leave my information again in the chat with you guys. Again, if you guys would love to subscribe, I would love to have you guys as subscribers to the YouTube channel. I've also linked our YouTube channel here, and I'll put it in the chat afterwards as well. So any topic missing or any topic that we have discussed previously will be there for you to review, or if you haven't seen it before, definitely go check it out. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me in regards to anything that we've already covered. Awesome. With that, our next training is going to be April 8th. So April 8th at 2 p.m.